Hi everybody, this is Angie from Tourangie.com, and today I'm in Bluefield, Virginia. You can see that I'm about to pass the high school. You can see the cars in the parking lot over there. It's actually game day over here as I'm recording. Can't even really see what's going on. I maybe should have pulled in there, but that's okay. Uh, can't really see the football stuff that's going on. Maybe just a little. Anyway, we're heading to Sedgewood. This is just up the road up here. If you all are familiar with the area, I'm sure 90% of you all are. I had a request to go into the Sedgewood area and do some recording. And I'm going to break it apart into a couple different videos. This one this time, and then maybe next month I'll do more. We'll be taking a left after we cross over this hill. We're going to go through the townhouses area and then just up the main road there, kind of by Fincastle on the, I guess you would say the backside of Fincastle. And I found an article in the Bluefield Daily Telegraph that helps to date when this area developed, basically. Of course, I have already put up the Fincastle video for you all, and it was talking about how Fincastle Golf Course opened in 1965. Well, the development, which is obviously called Sedgewood, was starting to be developed in 1970. So I found an article in October 18th, 1970 in the Bluefield Daily Telegraph. So I'll read a good portion of it. It's a pretty good size article as we turn down Sedgewood now. You can see that's a beautiful orangish red tree right there. Yes, at times there's going to be glare just because of how the sun's hitting. Cloudy days do best for me with recording, but you'll see a few trees, and we're going to start climbing East River Mountain and turn around at the top and come back. But I did not do any of the side streets over here. So let's talk a little bit about Sedgewood, or what this article says. And basically, the article says 400 to 500 homes planned with 50 units of moderate to semi-luxury apartments is under the way in Bluefield, Virginia. The development, called Sedgewood, is part of the John W. St. Clair estate overlooking Fincastle Country Club. The 600-acre tract contains about 400 acres developable for residential purposes, and the developers was Lonnie Yates and Delano Compton. So they expect the project to be doubly important in the area because no industrial prospects for Bluefield area can say now that they have no available cannot say now that there is no residential building sites. So this will help alleviate some of the residential building in the area to help to bring business, basically. The article goes on to say that they have engaged with the consulting firm of LBC and W Associates, which has a division specializing in subdivision developments and to do comprehensive plans of the entire property prior to the extensive development. A modern street has been constructed from State Route 720 over to the foot of East River Mountain, a distance of about 1 mile. The road has been graded and covered with base gravel, which will remain through the coming winter, and the contract for paving has been given to Robert M. Green and Company for asphalt paving in the spring. So I'm going to stop talking about the article for just a second because we were driving around the townhouse area. And they're talking about this main road that we're coming up to now. That's the main Sedgewood Road, the one that I was coming in. But right now we're going to take a left and go into this section of the townhouses. There's two different sections of townhouses right here. I remember actually as a child coming over here, my parents had some friends that lived over in the townhouses. I remember coming over here and thinking they were really cool townhouses and stuff. I'd never seen anything like it. Never seen, I mean, I had just seen, single family homes or trailers or something like that. Never really seen townhouses. Of course, I had seen apartments, but never townhouses. So I always thought that these were really cool when I was a child, when I would come over here. It wasn't not over here often, but when I was, I still thought it was pretty neat. Anyway, we're going to go on and circle back through these townhouses and come back out to the road that I was just talking about that they were going to pave in the spring of actually 71. And we're going to go back to reading the rest of this newspaper article. And it says, along the southern part of the street, which is the street that I was talking about, which we were driving in on, and you're going to see me getting on and taking a right. But anyway, it says, the southern part of the street, 37 lots have been laid off, measuring 150 feet in width and 200 feet in depth. 18 of those lots border the Fincastle property. Each purchaser must enter into a contract whereby approving all architectural design and construction materials must be had from the developers before construction can begin on any of them. Eventually, this approval will be in the hands of the committee consisting of residents in the subdivision. Utilities have been installed consisting of 6-inch water line and 12-inch sewer line connecting to the town facilities along the underground service for electricity, telephone, and TV cable. So I'll quit talking about the newspaper article for just a second. It's just going to talk a little bit more about construction anyway. But you can see right here, you could take a left right there, and that takes you into some beautiful houses, property over in there. But this is the road that was taking you, as they were referring to, as going straight up the mountain, and you'll be able to see that when we get over this hill. This was where the original like 37 tracks or 37 lots were created, and you'll be able to see, that there's tons of houses that basically go straight up this mountain, not all the way to the top, obviously. And beautiful houses over there. This is a beautiful area. You really won't be able to see the houses so much because, my camera just faces forward and I'm driving, so I can't be showing left and right. But to the left and behind is where the golf course is. So the houses on the left will be basically at the back end of the golf course, so they could have some views of the golf course. And I just basically am going to the top of this road and turning around and coming back down. There's some pretty trees, and that's kind of why I came over here. I wanted to get some pretty views of East River Mountain, hoping to see some pretty trees for you all. I still came just a little bit early for the best view of the trees. But anyway, this is all that I'm doing for this Sedgewood section. I'm going up, and then I'm coming back out. So I'll continue reading this newspaper article from 1970. Construction will begin shortly on the apartment complex on the northeast side, or northeast edge of tract, which will accommodate approximately 30 units of medium-range apartments and 20 units of semi-luxury apartments. These apartments will be far removed from the presently developed townhouses, home sites. And you all could basically see that from the video. We had to cross over the hill from where the townhouses were to where the home sites were. All right, I'm to the edge of the road, so I'm turning around. Let's just go up that. That's a private driveway right there, so I'm turning right here. And you'll get a little bit better view. I think this view actually will look a little bit better. Maybe get to see some of the houses without the glare. Might catch a little bit better views of things. It is a beautiful community. So anyway, the next little section talks about the future development is west and will accommodate medium and lower priced houses ranging from 15,000 to 33,000 construction costs. Now that is so hard to picture because the houses that are to the left now that I'm going down the hill would be the west side. They're beautiful houses too. And to think 1970 a house only costed $15,000 compared to what houses cost today. Gosh, it just seems unbelievable. But yeah, the costs have changed over the years. But this is a beautiful area. Next video I will be doing will probably, or that I will be doing in the area next time. I'll be coming back over here and doing some of those side streets west of here. So if you were looking for more of the Sedgewood area and the houses and the streets over here, uh, I'll be back in the area filming some more. So that's about it. That's all I have for this video, basically. We're just going to be driving on out to the main road, and it'll be shut off. But I hope you've enjoyed this. And this shout out to, I think it was Amber Froy, who said that she wanted a Sedgewood video. So shout out to her in this video. And there was somebody else that mentioned that they were interested in Fincastle and Sedgewood. So anyway, this is Angie from Tourangie.com. Come to my website, read my blogs, and make appointments so I can help you plan your next travel adventure. And I hope you've enjoyed this little video and seen some pretty trees along the way. You all take care.